Did you know that there are several different streams of income? How many different streams of income do you know of? And which one of those are you earning right now? How about the millionaires? Do you know how many streams of income they have? Well, if you answered no to this, most likely you have about one or maybe two streams of income. But if you have more, congratulations. You're moving up to becoming a millionaire or maybe even a billionaire. Well, on this video, we'll be talking about the 7 different streams of income. Hello everyone, I'm Rick with goodincomestreams.com and the author of Invest Like the Rich. And on this video, we'll be talking about the 7 different streams of income that most millionaires have. Now, the first one, and this one is the most common one out there, is earned income. With earned income, we normally make money through our job. So just like it says, earned income, meaning it's a very active type of income stream because you have to be working to earn that income. Now, with this one, it's also not only is it active, but you are also exchanging your time for that money. So there's a cap to it because there's only 24 hours in a day, and it's probably, I mean, not probably, but it is the most inefficient way to make money or to earn an income, right? Because you are earning income by exchanging your time for money. With earned income, it is a great way to start, but the problem is most people get stuck in this place because they get comfortable or they're afraid to move forward to the next step. So they stay earning an income with a company, and the company loves it because they will like to keep you as comfortable as possible, but not too comfortable, by giving you a JOB, which is just over broke. So as long as they can keep you just slightly over broke, you're not gonna leave and do something on your own. So you're just gonna keep working to earn that income because it's comfortable. Also, with earned income, if you don't work, you don't make money. So if you stay home because you don't wanna work, I mean, granted, of course, if you have vacations and vacation and sick leave, then you can use that up, but not everybody gets that. So most likely you will not get paid if you stay home. If you tell the boss, you know what, I don't feel like working for the next month, guess what? You'll get fired. You'll lose your job. Now you don't have any income to come in. Now, the second stream of income is profit income. Now, with profit income, usually you get this when you run a business. Now, when you run a business, whether you're selling products or your services or whatever else you're selling, now the money you earn from selling that product or that service minus cost, whatever's left over is your profit, thus profit income. Now, this is usually one of the best places to be because running your own business, it has a better potential for becoming a millionaire or at least becoming wealthy. Whereas if you had an earned income, you're capped. Where when you do profit income, running a business, then sky's the limit. The drawback to it is that it does require some type of money upfront, right? You need some kind of capital to start the business. I mean, granted, there are other businesses out there that you don't really need a capital. However, at the same time, it does require a lot of your time, and the profits are not as significant. It's still a great way to get away from working for somebody else. At the same time, you do want to make sure that you are getting into a business that will put you in the path to wealth. Also, remember now, most people that are in the earned income also want to go into business. Well, they want to start their small business, because if you look online right now, it says that 99% of the United States is run by small businesses. That means less than 1% is big businesses. The rest are all by small businesses. So it must be a great way to make money because, I mean, there's 99% of them that's starting a small business because there is a way to make money, and there's a way to make huge profits and become wealthier than just earning an income. Now, the third stream of income is interest income. With this one, you can make money by leaving your money in a bank. So potentially you're loaning your money to the bank and they're guaranteeing you. Local banks right now are probably giving you like what, 0.1 to 0.05% interest. But there are other ways to make more than that, and that's usually if you go online. There's a lot of high yield savings accounts out there that give out anywhere from 1.5% to as high as 2.27%. That's as of this recording. But I mean, that's your choice, which one you want to choose. I do believe Goldman Sachs at this point was like around 1.8 or 1.9%. I mean, there's Discover, there was even American Express. I mean, I saw quite a few different ones that were giving kind of decent amount. I mean, with the with these high yield interest savings, these savings accounts, they're a good way to put some money on the side, especially if you are planning on purchasing something and you don't want to lock your money in. You want it to be liquid enough so that you're ready to purchase something large, especially when the opportunity comes out, like real estate. Sometimes when a good property pops up on the market, you want to be able to snag it right away, because you're not the only investor out there that's trying to get money or is trying to purchase real estate. So yeah, that's a good way to have money on the side while it's still earning interest. Also, another way to earn interest is loaning your money out, like peer-to-peer lending. This is a very common thing nowadays. A lot of people are loaning out money using peer-to-peer lending, and you have to be careful with this one, of course, because depending on how you set it up, because if you are very loose on loaning money, then you could potentially lose your investment, although you're only doing microloans with this. But at the same time, is if you put a microloan out on all these people that have no way of paying, then guess what? You just lost your money. But then at the same time, if you are very, very strict and you just only pick certain things, then the chances of you loaning out your money is unlikely. You probably only get like 1 or 2 small microloans out there, and that's not really going to make you that much money. It's still interest income, and that's very passive because you're just putting your money out there and letting someone pay you back, and that's always a great way to make money. Now, the fourth stream of income is dividend income. Now, this one is a little bit better than the interest income. It's similar. The potential is higher. You can make more money. Safer in some ways. I mean, it's still investing in stocks, and with the dividend income, depending on which one you choose, you can get paid as often as every quarter, semi-annually, or even annually. Also, depending on the market, because if the market is going down, then there's no way you're going to be getting great returns or great dividend payouts. You might not even get a payout if that stock is losing money. That's with any other investment. Now, the fifth stream of income is rental income. With rental income, this one is something where you make money off an asset that you own. This is one of my favorite streams of income, because especially when it comes to real estate. But it's not limited to just real estate, because if you own equipment, like say for example, Home Depot, they have large expensive equipments that people might need only once or twice, or like for 1 day or 2 days, and they don't want to spend $1,000 like on a, let's just say, on a chipping gun. I mean, I'm not even sure how much a chipping gun costs nowadays, because they needed to break the concrete. So they'll rent for a few $100s for a few days, and they return it nice and clean. And then what does Home Depot do? Rent it out to the next person, and to the next person, and to the next person. This is a great way to make money, because you purchase the item once and you rent it out over and over and over and over again. You make good money. Same thing with real estate. You purchase a home once, then you rent it out to someone for a year, and then they move out, you rent it out to someone else, or you could be renting it out to the same person and they stay there for 10 years. Now, the drawback with this one is it does require a larger amount of upfront funds. Purchasing an equipment, it could cost you a few $1,000s, and then you're going to rent it out for a few hundred. It's a smaller amount. But what if you were to buy real estate? Now, real estate, you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, but at the same time, you do make that money back. So say for example, you bought $100,000 property and then you rent it out for $1,000 a month. In 10 years, you just made about $120,000, and then you still own that property. Now, granted, of course, you got to pay taxes and repairs and maintenance and all that stuff. That's the best part about investing, because in 10 years, you already made $120,000. You still own that asset, and guess what? The value of that asset is not at $100,000. Most likely that value has gone up. Now, depending of course where you're investing and all that stuff, but I'm pretty sure that property value will go up in 10 years. Also, I do have other ways of acquiring properties for a lot cheaper than market value. I mean, I know that everybody likes to go on the MLS and look for properties and try to get better deals, but I like to go the tax lien route, the tax deed route, where I can get a property for pennies on the dollar. As a matter of fact, if you're interested, I'm going to post a link above on my other video talking about what is a tax lien. Also, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button. It would be greatly appreciated, and it will also help with the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and the notification bell so that YouTube will notify you every time I post a new video. Also, the other drawback with owning these assets is that liquidity. You're not able to sell it as quickly. So say for example, you own a house, you bought it for 100, now you want to sell it for 200,000 because it's gone up in value. Guess what? Just because you put it out for sale and someone puts an offer, that usually doesn't happen like that. They do the research and all that, and next thing you know, 30, 45, 60 days later, then the property is transferred over to the new owner. But until then, you're stuck with the property. So if you're thinking of like, oh, I need money tomorrow, and you want to sell your house so that because you need a large amount of money, I'm sorry, I hate to say this to you, but you're not going to be able to sell it. Not right away. You're going to have to wait. Now, the sixth stream of income out there is capital gains. So this is another one of my favorites, because earlier we were talking about rental income and owning assets. Well, with this one is the flip side of those assets. So instead of renting, now we're talking about the selling part. So say for example, when I was mentioning about the $100,000 property, now it's worth $200,000 and you sold it. Well, you just made a capital gains of $100,000. Now, of course, with capital gains, you have to be aware that you have to pay taxes on these things. Well, there are ways of getting around it, like especially with real estate, that instead of you getting the money after you sold your property, you could actually roll it over into another property, or which is called a 1031 exchange. Remember now, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do. I always recommend you seek a financial advisor or a professional in regards to your investments, and don't just listen to a random guy on YouTube. Now, getting back to 7 streams of income. The 7th stream of income is royalty income. Well, this one is a little bit harder to get. However, it can create a lot of money and a lot of passive income. This one, you usually get it like, let's say you're a singer. You have a song and now it's being broadcast on iTunes or wherever they play it at. And every time someone downloads it, they make that money. Guess what? You get a small cut of that money. Or let's just say you are a writer and you wrote a book. The publisher does all the work, like selling it and publishing it and marketing and all that good stuff, so that they can make money. So they're spending money to try and make that money and get your book out there. But at the same time, you do get a small royalty for every book that is sold. Something to think about. Maybe you should start writing that book and make some money. I've heard of some people making millions of dollars in royalties from 1 or 2 books. Now that I've told you the 7 different streams of income, which one are you going to choose? Remember, not all millionaires and billionaires have all 7 streams of income. However, at the same time, they do have multiple streams of income. Now that you know the 7 different streams of income, are you going to stay on your earned income, or are you just going to add more income streams to what you have now? See, there's nothing wrong with having an earned income. The problem is just getting stuck there, right? Not moving forward, not adding more streams of income to your portfolio. And you don't need to have all 7 different streams of income, because most millionaires don't have all 7. As a matter of fact, some of them only have 2 or 3. Of course, they're not on the earned income side. They're usually more on the profit income, because they run a business and they're making large amounts of money. So what they do with that money? They use it to invest. So they would invest in real estate. So now they have rental income, and they could probably even sell it to get capital gains. So now my question for you is, what are you going to do? Are you just going to stay at the earned income level, which is nothing wrong with it, but are you going to add another income stream to your portfolio, or are you just going to stick to having an earned income and that's it? Are you going to start a business, or are you thinking of just doing more of the interest and even dividend income? Have you ever thought of getting into real estate so that you can get that rental income and the capital gains? Or maybe you've thought of writing a book or singing or even doing a movie and get those royalties. I say always pursue it. Don't stick with just that one. You never know when that income stream will stop. At least when you have multiple, if one stream stops, you still have the other ones to keep you supporting you. So my question is, what are you gonna do starting tomorrow? Are you gonna just stay at your earned income, or are you gonna start adding different income streams? Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to smash that like button if you're enjoying this video. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that YouTube will notify you the next time I post another video. Now, if you're interested in learning on how I managed to buy an actual house for about $1,300, click on this link over here. Now I'd like to say mahalo for watching this video, and remember to always strive for financial independence. And until next time, aloha!